How do you hold one of the most powerful actors in Hollywood hostage? 15 months, thousands of takes, Kubrick's final film was branded a nightmare by the studio, and Tom Cruise was in almost every single scene. In press interviews, he praises Kubrick, but is that admiration or fear? There's a puzzle here, and when you line up the pieces, it starts to make sense, and Kubrick lit the match. Stanley Kubrick is remembered as one of the most demanding directors in film history. Stop it, please! One actor, though, swears he was a joy to work with: Tom Cruise. Cruise starred in Eyes Wide Shut, Kubrick's final film. 15 months of shooting, a record that still stands. Actors quit, sets were rebuilt again and again, and yet, whenever Cruise spoke about it, he only praised the director.
Great artist, one of my greatest inspirations. Incredibly intelligent, a wonderful wit. My father, my mentor, my friend.
His words start to sound rehearsed. In 1996, Kubrick cast Cruise and Nicole Kidman, Hollywood's perfect couple.
He felt he had to strip away all the ordinary problems that couples have and choose a couple that have no problems. They're good looking, they are happy together, they are rich. Nothing is in their way that isn't of their own making.
Film follows a New York doctor whose wife's confession sends him into a night-long descent through lust, secrecy, and power. What began as a story about infidelity became a 15-month test of control. Cruise appears in almost every frame.
How do you feel all the takes or how much time? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter to.
But on average, 40 or 50 takes on some things?
I honestly didn't really care, you know.
Kubrick never explained how many takes were too many, and Cruise never asked. Stanley distrusted acting. He wanted real emotion, not performance.
He was interested in naturalistic acting, as he was in something that, for whatever reason, surprised him or piqued his interest. That's when he would go, ah.
He kept Cruise isolated, refusing to tell him when or how Kidman's intimate scenes were filmed. He wanted real jealousy. Kubrick would toy with the actor's emotions, allegedly drawing from books on psychological manipulation to elicit the performance he wanted. Nicole Kidman, for instance, returned to the set after an illness, only to be met by a cutting comment from Kubrick, saying she had put on weight. These weren't isolated incidents. He'd say things like, "Hey Tom, stick with me, I'll make you a star," after Cruise had to walk through a door 95 times. Still, Cruise called him patient, kind, considerate.
Always very concerned about how we were doing, you know, did I have enough to eat?
Even his praise starts to feel like a performance of its own. Other actors walked away. Harvey Keitel, after 68 takes, shouted,
"You're fucking out of your mind. I'm out of here, you're fucking crazy."
Kubrick explained his process of testing actors.
There's not much you can do about them. You could fire them on day one.
Mr. Kubrick did some things I objected to.
You can threaten them, you can cajole them.
I didn't like. I thought they were disrespectful, and I won't be disrespected by him or anybody.
I don't do a lot of takes when it's good. I now have this reputation of doing 100 takes on everything, and it simply isn't true.
Sidney Pollack, who replaced Keitel, remembered it the same way.
And with Tom, we regularly went to take above 70 and 80 takes all the time. I finally said, it's not going to get any better.
Kubrick died days after finishing the edit, which came as a shock to the cast, especially Cruise. In a 2001 interview with Tom Cruise and Remembering Kubrick, the actor reminisces about Kubrick and his genius. But this is the first time throughout his interviews I noticed his tone start to change, that reflect how the other actors on set describe Kubrick.
Yeah, I would laugh.
Cruise tries to laugh it off, but you can see the pain this shoot actually caused him deep down. Initially, Cruise maintains the reverent, professional tone you'd expect when speaking about a cinematic legend.
And I just remember thinking, this guy's kind of a magical, wonderful guy.
He praises Kubrick's intelligence and vision, but as the interview progresses, particularly when he talks about the actual experience of filming Eyes Wide Shut, there's a visible tension beneath the surface. He starts to smile, but it's a strained smile. His laughter is awkward. You get the sense he's not just remembering the film, he's reliving it.
It does invade your life. It is there. It is pervasive, especially I worked every single day.
In an interview with Time magazine in 1999, Nicole Kidman went into great detail of what the shoot was like and the toll it took. Sometimes it was very frustrating because you were thinking, is this ever going to end? And revealed that Cruise developed a stomach ulcer from the stress.
I didn't want to tell Stanley. I wanted this to work. But you're playing with dynamite when you act. Emotions kick up. You try not to kick things up, but you go through things you can't help.
How do you feel all the takes or how much time? See, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
We regularly went to take above 70 and 80 takes.
But on average, 40 or 50 takes on something?
I didn't really care. No.
80 takes, 80 takes, 100 takes were absolutely
Until suddenly he
regular.
snaps.
Oh, fuck. I have to know. Are we going to finish in 6 months? You know, this is after shooting. Am I going to finish, but can I set meetings and have people
His reluctance to criticize Kubrick directly out of respect or fear of legacy backlash makes his discomfort even more revealing.
I took that character of Bill home with me. And at times that was not a nice place to be sitting in that character for that amount of time.
Cruise, however, wasn't the only actor who suffered on Kubrick's set through the years. 70-year-old Scatman Crothers was forced to do a close-up shot in The Shining over 60 times. He broke down crying due to the exhaustive number of takes, while Kubrick didn't bat an eyelid. In 2001: A Space Odyssey, a stuntman passed out while suspended 30 feet above concrete in an airtight suit. Despite his distress signal, Kubrick said, "Leave him up there," before the crew rescued him. Malcolm McDowell suffered a scratched cornea and temporary blindness.
Surely you're not thinking I'm going to do that. That's torture. That's medieval torture.
And even nearly drowned after being forced to hold his breath for 3 minutes.
You know, when you have electricians coming up to you and going, "Hey, Mal, he's trying to kill you."
And there's many more to name. Do you think Kubrick's methods went too far, or the performances speak for themselves?
Genius? No. Michelangelo's a genius. John Ford is a genius, perhaps. Stanley, I think what stops him from being a genius, for me, is this lack of humanity.